And we back. Today we're going back into history to prevent the worst team of all time from being the worst team of all time. Back in 2012, we had the lockout season, so instead of it being 82 games, it was just 66, I think was the number. And the Charlotte Bobcats, yes, I said Bobcats, won 7 out of 66 games, becoming the worst team in NBA history. And well, nobody wants that on their resume, right? You don't want to be a part of the roster that holds the record for being the worst. So in today's video, we loaded up NBA 2K12. Yes, I said NBA 2K12, and we're gonna prevent them from being the worst team in the league and hopefully win a championship. Only time will tell. Now, this video is highly inspired by my boy Bengal. He went back to Madden 08 to prevent the Detroit Lions from going 0-16. So I'll put the link in the description to his video. If you're a football fan, definitely a banger, so go check it out. Anyway, let's get into it, man. Be sure to subscribe to the channel if you are new, and if you want to see me go back in history through our previous 2Ks as we wait for NBA 2K22, smash the like button, man. Let's go for 20,000 likes. Can y'all get 20,000? We about to find out. So first of all, let's see who's on our team. We're not even the lowest overall team in the game, by the way. We're 29th with a 74 overall player as our best, and that's Corey Maggette. We got Tyrese Thomas. We got DJ Augustine. Those are our top guys. That should be fun. Who's the worst team in the league if that's not the roster? We got the Heatles, by the way, so that's a team we got to go through because we're in Eastern Conference. LeBron, Wade, and Boss for sure. I always like going back to these old games to just look at what rosters look like. And I'm looking at the top-rated players from every team. A pretty low overall 2K. 80 overall, Wilson Chandler is the best person on the Nuggets, and that wouldn't be a problem. But this is the 10th best team in the league, and their best player is an 80. So 2K definitely was not giving out very high ratings. 71? 71 overall, Barbosa is the best player on this team. A young DeMar DeRozan, shout out to Comp 10. But this is not even the worst team in the league. But instead it's this one. It's the Minnesota Timberwolves. Somehow they ended up winning more games than us, so shout out to them. But because they got young Kevin Love, who was kind of nice. Not kind of, he was very nice. All right, let's go back to our Bobcats and try to win this championship. This is why I love these throwback games, because everything was so simplistic. Okay, so it's like a love-hate thing, because I can say that I enjoy some of the features of newer 2Ks, but this one is like, hey, you can make trades, and you can sign people free agency, and that's it. You know what I'm saying? There's no sliders to mess around with, you know, I mean, unless you look at game speed. There's no real sliders to mess around with when it comes to creating stuff. So, you know, this should be a lot of fun. How many picks do they let you start off with? I might go on free agency and go sign some people low key. We start off with, oh man, you only go 1 year in the future. And our pick is worth nothing for some reason. Hey, listen, my goal is to not be the worst team in basketball history. That's my goal right now. Who else is on my team? Gerald Henderson, Dominique McGuire, Garrett Temple, Boris Diaw, Joel Prisbilla. Oh my God, like this team was disgusting. And we're already at a huge disadvantage because if you know anything about the history of this team, Kemba Walker as a rookie was on this roster. Now you're like, Kenny, Kemba Walker's not here. What's the deal? Kyrie Irving is not here. What's the deal? This game, like I mentioned, released before the end of the lockout. So NBA 2K didn't have the rights to the 2011 NBA draft. So all of those rookies don't exist. So though Kemba Walker turned into be one of the best players in their franchise history, he doesn't exist in today's video. So that just makes it even harder. The Sagana Diop, I ran into this dude at Summer League. Did not say anything because what the heck am I gonna say to the Sagana Diop? He's the assistant of some team, like a manager, not a manager, or a coach, some type of bench coach. I don't know what I do here. Is there a trade finder? There is a trade finder. All right, so DJ Augustine has value at being 23 years old, so that's interesting. But other than that, everybody sucks. If I did the Sagana Diop and DJ Augustine, what could we potentially get? Yeah, I remember the trade finder in this game being absolutely terrible. We can get Tayshaun Prince. Oh, that's not too bad. But he's on a 1-year contract and he's 31 years old, so maybe that's not the best trade considering we're getting him a 23-year-old. Kyle Lowry is here, and this is before Kyle Lowry became the greatest Raptor of all time. Bro, real life out here just playing for the Rockets. I think it makes the most sense for me to be on this side. All right, so instead of giving them Desagana Diop, what if I gave them Tyrese Thomas too? The two young players on the team. I mean, we could get a young Evan Turner, David Lee, who's under contract for a very long time. And then we got Jeremy Lin at 23 years old. Aaron Brooks and Steve Nash, but Steve Nash 37. I mean, again, if my goal is to not be the worst team in NBA history, I have to accept this trade. I have to get Paul George. I know Paul George is not the Paul George me and you know right now, but he's Paul George and he's only 21 years old. I had to do what I had to do. Corey Maggette, you are next to get traded because right now AJ Price is our starting point guard. And obviously, if I cannot have that happen, I'm going to choose not to have that happen. The good thing about all of this is that we can be players in free agency. There's nothing I can do in this video right here, right now, to make us a championship team this season. You would have to be, oh my God, Manu Ginobili, and he's under contract for multiple seasons. You would have to be the best rebuilder in the history of rebuilding. And though I got a lot of things in my belt to say that, hey, I'm pretty good at this, I ain't the best of all time. You know what I'm saying? I'm not the Michael Jordan of the rebuilding community. You know what I'm saying? I can't turn this team into a champion. But I am going out there and looking at point guards and trying to figure out if I can potentially make something happen. I know this is a huge shot in the dark, especially considering the salary cap. Oh, they under. Hey, the Bulls is out there spending money. You gotta love it. I know that wasn't gonna happen. Bro is a 4-star value, and if he's 4-star, then I can't really do anything about that. Can I somehow get Steph Curry? The only problem is so contractually this makes sense, and they're gonna decline because why wouldn't they? We don't have any. Hey, bro, keep all of this in. This is crazy. I'll give you a first-round pick that has no value and a first-round pick that has no value. How do these picks not have any value? 2K12 saw the trajectory that Steph Curry was on, so he's an extremely valuable piece in the game. Devin Harris. Can we snag Devin Harris? I think that would be a good pickup, low-key. I'm not really interested in picks, even though I probably should be. They declined that as well. Oh, does reverse trade finder work? It does. So let me say, like, Earl Boykins, what do you want? Look. Oh, reverse trade finder's our friend right now. Reverse trade finder's our friend. Okay, I wanted to test it. I want to test the Derrick Rose market again, ladies and gentlemen. I knew it wasn't going to be a thing, but I thought it was worth testing. And majority of this stuff is, okay, Kirk Heinrich? Yeah, that's giving up most of our... difficult challenge, that's for sure. Bro, Boogie has 5-star value. Derrick Rose didn't even have 5-star value. Boogie Cuz got that, man. You gotta love it. Kobe got a no trade clause, which is dope. Gilbert Arenas has so much money, $19 million left on his deal. They're giving me a first-round pick to take in Richard Jefferson. So I have to do that, right? They're giving me a pick. I'm giving up Joel Prisbilla. Oh, this one I didn't have to give up Joel Prisbilla. I'm just giving them, oh my God, Eduardo, I forgot how to pronounce your name, man. RJ, welcome to the team. Woo, that's pretty good, bro. We got a first-round pick to take on some salary that ain't very good. I will take that 100% of the time. And RJ, at what overall was he? 72 is basically like our second best player on the roster. So I see that as an absolute win. I'm trading Boris Diaw for Marcin Gortat. Oh, well, maybe. Wait, let me see. Which one of these straight would I rather have Channing? I got to bring in Channing Frye because I got RJ and Channing Frye teaming up again together. You know they got a big history. I think they even have a podcast together, the Road Tripping Pod. So, you know, I'm just keeping the gang together and we're getting better. You know, we are a team that had basically no money on the books. So teams are giving us bad contracts to just take. Russell Westbrook and Kevin Durant's value are insane, which makes sense because those boys are really like that then. You know, I mean, I guess, you know, you can make an argument that at least majority of them are still like that to this day, but we're not having that conversation right now. I could flip Marcin Gortat and Corey Maggette and get David Lee. I'm doing that. We're giving up a second-round pick. David Lee is on the team. Remember, don't think about the overalls because everybody's overall is extremely low. David Lee, Richard... Oh, my team still sucks. Why did I legit thought that I was out here, like, making money moves. I thought our team was about to be a championship contender. Very far from it. What do we even have? What do we need? Should I be looking center? I think we should be looking center. We have Joel Prisbilla. We should be looking center and point guard. Center and point guard are our two needs right now. Because yeah, we're not very good. But I wonder if I can do the old switcheroo. We signed Cartier Martin to basically a nothing deal. Jerry Stackhouse, you know, wants to Ime Udoka. Let's get Ime Udoka, man. Obviously, he's got the chops. Look at how small the minimum contracts were in 2K12. In real life, look, hey, listen, all of us happy as heck if we walk out of there with a contract like this. But nowadays, that ain't no money in NBA terms. So It's kind of weird to see. Paul George in the trade finder. Just curious. I'm going to flip through it really, really fast. There's Paul Millsap, who's 26 years old, but that don't really help what we got going on. We could get better this season, but I think I'd rather have Paul George considering this is going to be a multiple year thing. So let me go out there and I'm going to continue to try to find that center. I guess I kind of forgot how bad the center position was there, man. Like everybody starting centers like a 72. You know what I'm saying? And like T-Mac? Okay, T-Mac's not very good in this sim. Everybody starting center is like around this. Like, do I benefit from this trade? No, I'm giving up Gerald Henderson, who's actually kind of nice. DeJuan Blair has really good value. Oh, if they knew the things I knew today, they would not have that value at that high for him. Okay, this is a bad trade considering Grant Hill is about to retire. But this one, not so much, because we ain't giving up nothing. I don't care about Garrett Temple. You know what I'm saying? Kwame Brown, I'm doing this trade. Grant Hill, welcome to the team. Yep, I understand that we got basically four small forwards that all deserve to play. I ain't really worried about that right now. We gonna make it work as we usually do. I'm having so much fun. I couldn't imagine like making YouTube videos when this game first came out trying to do rebuilds. Because this is extremely hard. I'm going to admit, this is actually really, really hard to do. Anderson Varejao, welcome to the team. Yes, I'm giving up one of my young players, but I don't really care. Anderson Varejao is now our starting center. We still don't have a point guard. I forgot about that. I'm going to put Paul George as a shooting guard. That's what we're doing. He's a shooting guard, small forward. I don't know what that does to his overall, but he's a shooting guard. I think he was a 72 before, so he ain't getting no worse. The point guard play is still very, very bad. And I mean extremely, extremely bad. That's the number one thing on our priority list right now. Find a point guard. And I think we could do that by putting in Charlie Bell and Hakeem Warwick. Malik Allen is a 49 overall. Is that the lowest overall you've ever seen in the game in 2K organically? 49? He got to fight 2K developers, bro. I'm sorry. You have to throw hands. I'm doing this trade to get this pick. You have to throw hands, bro. You legitimately have to throw hands. Go. Ronnie 2K was being super disrespectful when they gave you a 49. Actually, I would have told them, don't even add me to the game, bro. If you're going to give me... Oh, Sharon Collins? Chicago legend, if you know, you know. Yeah, if you're going to put me in the game and I'm a 49 overall, just don't even have me in the game, bro. I legit would rather just not be in it. You want to know the super crazy part about playing this game right now? I just remembered that this is one of the games that I started my YouTube career on, but it wasn't rebuilding. Rebuilding wasn't a thing back then. And if it was a very small community of basically like CSB by himself. So I started my career when it comes to career. Career. Kenny, don't disrespect yourself. I started my career when it came to this stuff, playing like Create a Legend. I did a Jeremy Lin Create a Legend, and it did pretty well. Jose Calderon is now our starting point guard. I think we've done a pretty good job getting this team to be solid. You know, Jose Calderon, Paul George, Grant Hill, David Lee, Varejao, and off the bench we have Richard Jefferson. And yeah, everybody shouldn't be getting minutes. Let's be real. Give me those minutes. Jerron Collins should probably get minutes just because we don't have a point guard. Is that Matt Harris? What's your name? Manny Harris. Manny Harris? That does not ring a bell. Michigan. It kind of rings a bell now that I see us in Michigan, but maybe that's just me putting that out there. I'm giving Paul George 40, Grant Hill 40, and I'm giving, yeah. Are we simulated? Are we a team that's going to win more than 8 games? Actually, I think that this is going to have a full 82-game season, so it's going to be more than 8 games. But we'll go by win percentage. We lost by 30. We lost by 30 in the game to start off the season. David Lee is hooping, though. Okay, D. Lee, go crazy. Paul George, can we be better than this? You're shooting 25% from the field? Let's simulate, y'all. Let's simulate to, like, the trade deadline. Yeah, we're going to the trade deadline. I'm also playing this on PC. The sim speed is actually pretty good on PC right now. We've already won 15 games, which is more than the real-life team won. W, we completed the challenge. We completed the challenge, y'all. We win. I'm actually interested in Ryan Anderson here because it's only Cartier Martin, who's averaging 7 on 30% from the field. And then Joel Prisbilla is only getting 6 minutes per. I'll do that trade to get Ryan Anderson. Why not? You know, Ryan Anderson was the most improved player winner. So he's obviously kind of nice as I take away all his minutes. No, you're actually going to get minutes. And then same thing, Paul George, Grant Hill, boom, boom, boom. I'm so proud of our guys so far, man. They're doing great things. 2 weeks into the trade deadline. Let's see how they keep offering me stuff, and I'm just listening. I'm listening until I see something great. Nothing great came of anything. The scoring is so very low then. In 2K22, if we had a game where we put up 100 points, I'm disappointed in everybody. But 100 points here is like, hey, good game, team. High scoring game, team. Which is insane. Richard Jefferson, having a good year. He's shooting 44% from 3. We'll take that. All right, there's no selling or rebuilding teams. That's low-key what I was going to look for. It doesn't exist. We're going to simulate to the end of the season, man. We had an all-star. It's going to be David Lee, right? It 100% was David Lee. I don't even know why I was so surprised. Improve our record over last season. Are we going to be a 500 team? 5 games above the last year's team. Look at us. We were barely under 500. LeBron won MVP. Ricky Rubio won Rookie of the Year. Wow. He won Rookie of the Year, but he also won Rookie of the Year. Because it's basically between him and Ricky Lito. And Ricky Lito probably didn't get no PT. Defense Player of the Year goes to Josh Smith, and J.R. Smith wins Most Improved. Eric Spoelstra, well, yeah, you had 3 of the greatest players of all time in your team, and 2 of them made All-NBA first team. You know, so yeah, you were gonna put up some pretty good numbers there. Bargnani is on All-NBA second team. Shout out to him. And yeah, let's just simulate because obviously we didn't make the playoffs. Bro, simulation speed is crazy. The Heat just won. And it happened in a split second. Steph Curry led his team to the finals this early on. That's crazy. They were the 5 seed. They end up losing. LeBron wins finals MVP. Grant Hill decided to retire. Dang. I should have probably traded him at the deadline, huh? Should have been proactive instead of reactive. Whatever. Here's player progression, by the way. They had player progression early, didn't they? Now I can see, hey, let's not re-sign certain people. No, all of these people are under contract. I did trade for a bunch of long-term money, I guess, huh? Draft lottery, we have a 0.6% chance of getting the first overall pick. We end up with number 13. White House visit. Forgot this was a thing. It doesn't even fill all of the screen. Who's the president? Is that supposed to be the president? Oh, there's Barack! That man Barack Obama is there. That's funny. All right, now we go to staff signings. I don't know how much this matters, so we gon' just get the best guy available, I guess. All right, we're going to the 2012 NBA draft, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see who's in here. We're getting with the. It's loud. It's so loud. I want to trade Linus Kleza. We get a 2nd round pick. We'll take that. I think. Accept, please. Cool. I want to be buyers in free agency. So whatever that means, just getting rid of contracts like Jose Calderon, he's 30. No, Richard Jefferson got worse. We're throwing Richard Jefferson in the trade finder and getting somebody or something. Why would I trade down here? Why would I trade down and take a bad contract? Ronaldo Balkman, welcome to the team. Paul George for the 6th overall pick. Stop it. That's so disrespectful to Paul George. For the 11th overall pick, stop it. That's so disrespectful to Paul George. Joe Johnson got traded for, wow. Was that Raja Bell in the 12th overall pick? No, thank you. All right, let's see who's here. This guy is a B overall. Cool. Don't care what position you play or nothing. And it might have been the right pick. Everybody sucks, so we'll take that. I mean, this guy basically is one of the best players on the team. When you really look at it. All right, I said I wanted to be a player in free agency. Chris Paul is available, so I'm going to try to finesse Chris Paul to be a part of the Bobcats history. Yeah. Chris Paul, come sign to the team, please. He's got 7 offers now. Give him all the money. Give him all the money. Give him the max now because I'm afraid that we're going to lose him. I can't even see if he's super interested. That's the max. No trade clause. Whatever he wants, give it to him. Chris Paul, welcome to the team. Yes, sir. And we still got money to spend. Okay, Chris. All right, so we got a point guard, shooting guard, a small forward or a center would be our next team because I don't think the rookie's not going to do. You know what I'm saying? He should not be starting on this team. Wow, we just came up. Can I afford to give Wilson Chandler too? I mean, that would be crazy. Now, he is restricted, so they can match it. Chris Kaman is here, but he's 30. The center position is kind of mid, like I said earlier. We also have like Kevin Love, who I can move over to a center position if I need to. So let me go ahead and give Wilson Chandler an offer. I'm also going to give the same offer to Nope, we got to see what Wilson Chandler says first. Wilson Chandler went back to the Nuggets because they matched. That sucks because now we ain't really got nothing else to really do. We could go get a shooting guard. I can move Paul George back over, but he already got 3 offers, and I'm just kind of assuming that whatever team he's a part of nowadays is just going to match it. They did. Okay, that makes things just a little bit more difficult. So we sucked. Remember Untapped Potential? That was fun. We don't have any points to give out to anybody. Free agency was a dud. We didn't get a new small forward. We got Sheldon Williams. Sheldon Williams is on the team, but that's it. The team is bad. But that ain't nothing. Just a few trades can change. You know, Joey Graham don't got a job, and we got some money. We'll get Joey Graham a little contract. You know, Michael Petrus is here. I'd rather take CJ Miles. Let's add CJ Miles to the team for the low. And just like that, you know, we just filled out our roster with players that can hoop. You know, we got Chris Paul, Paul George, and David Lee. Personally, I think that is a recipe for some success. Only time will tell, because Joey Graham is our starting small forward, and we got Verjal at the center. Only time will tell. Give me all of these. Bro, they just love to give minutes. We run a 9-man rotation on this team. And Chris Paul, yep. Paul George, yep. David Lee, yep. All right, let's see if these boys can win. Going against Philly in the first game of the season. Who's on that team? They ain't good. We're better. Watch, game one. Look, we're better. We put up a bunch of points. Chris Paul, the savior of Charlotte. They've been waiting for a high-quality player like Christopher Emmanuel Paul, and they got that with Christopher Emmanuel Paul. We're 2 games under 500. Now, let me see if I can make some moves happen. We're trading for Jared Dudley. I don't know how much that makes us better, but he's only 27 years old, he's under contract for 3 seasons, so we're going to make that deal happen. I swear all I really want is a really good center, bro. If we had a really good center, I'm willing to give up almost anything to have a center that's competent. Like, not actually competent is an understatement. I want like a Dwight Howard. There's Nene, but I mean, if we're giving up David Lee, that's a terrible trade. So we'll keep David Lee, and we'll try just another option to somehow get that spot up. All right, there is no other trades to do, bro. It's really no other trades to do. It's so insane, the lack of trades that are actually a real thing. All right, so we're just going to go back and do what we got to do. Now J Dud is back with the team. Chris Paul's getting all the minutes like I said earlier. And then same thing with David Lee. And then, okay, cool. Did J Dud make us a 500 team? We're only 2 games under, J Dud. Eventually, it'll stop saving and we can go check it out. Okay, there we go. J Dud made us worse. That's all right. We're going to the deadline. Like, these are the trades they offer me, bro. Iggy for Chris Paul and Paul George. Like, what are y'all talking about here? Stop offering me stuff for my star player, bro, because this is getting really, really disrespectful. He signed here because he wanted to hoop here, bro. He's not asking for out or nothing. And we only 3 games under 500. I think we're having a great season. We improved our record over last season, and we have an all-defensive second team and a rookie second team and an all-NBA first team. We were above 500. Dang. This is the, 3rd overall pick guy. He was really 78. 78 is really good in this. Well, actually, he's the 60th best player in the league as a rookie, so maybe that's not very good. I don't know. 78 seems really good. I want Dwight Howard on the team. Obviously, we'll never get to the point where he is on our team, but like, look at that. Chris Paul averages 24, 5, and 7 with 2 steals. Stellar performances from him, while he also played great defense. And DeJuan Blair is turning into really, really good as he makes an all-defensive team. We did not make the playoffs, but if a play-in was the real thing 10 years ago, woo, hey, we would have been a play-in team, but we're not. And the Heat win it again. All right, Paul George is moving on up, bro. He's moving on up. David Lee is doing the exact opposite, so I think it's time to part ways with David Lee. Our starting center is now a 64 overall, so that's not good. We have the 12th best odds. We end up at number 12. I'm trading to get Bogut, I guess. 12th overall pick, David Lee. It's not a very good trade. I understand that, but I think it was the best we could have got considering the circumstances. Bro, this rookie comes in as a 80 overall player. Winning the lottery should have been what we tried to do because that is insane. So I had money in free agency, offered it to a bunch of different people, and every single one of them declined to come to the team. Restricted free agent, unrestricted. Josh Smith was there. And Josh Smith would have been the perfect person to have right now. The power forward that plays defense, that's exactly what we needed. And I gave him the most money I could. It was 5 years, 81 million. He was like, nah, I'm good. So now we got to think about backup options. And no matter, like, if we could give all of the qualify or offer sheets to whoever, they always get matched. Every single one of them get matched. Oh, not every single one of them. Did Paul Millsap just sign to the team? Paul Millsap, hey, that's pretty something. Is it? No, seriously though, is it good? I don't know if that was really good or not. Chuck Hayes exists in this world, so that's fun. And I'm going to sign him just for the gigs. Or at least I thought I was going to sign him, but he decided that he just didn't want to play basketball this season. Bro, if you don't come sign to this team... Oh, he went somewhere else, so never mind. I thought he just said nah to us, and that was raps. But no, he actually got a job somewhere else. Man, this is back in the day when you had to earn your points, bro. I just want to send Paul George to potential camp. All right, it don't matter. This is like my last season anyway. So if we don't get it, then we don't get it. So let me go ahead and give big man defense to, I don't know, our big man defender. There. Oh. Well, he's a 99. Hey, you got a 99 block nowadays. So that's pretty good. Offensive fundamentals. Sending it to Chris Paul, even though he's the most fundamentally sound player of all time. Okay, is that exaggerations. But you get what I'm saying. If we don't win a championship this year, then I'm just gonna tell you that it's not gonna happen. So I'm gonna leave no stone unturned. All of the picks that I have will be flipped into players, hopefully. But y'all been watching. Those picks don't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. You can have the potential first overall pick, throw it in the trade finder. It's gonna get you a bum back. Trying a new strategy here, of just getting the highest overall players and not worried about anything else. So just like that, we got LaMarcus Aldridge, who's an 83. We're getting Iggy, who's an 84. Oh, snap. Y'all know how this works. You get assets and you flip them. You get assets and you flip them, baby. Oh, I think that's where that ends. Huh. I guess Iggy's here to stay. But we got 4 80-plus overall players. That's got to mean something. That's got to mean something. That doesn't happen in this game. We're trading for Trevor Booker. Yep, we're basically trading down because Trevor Booker's worse than what we gave up. But here's my new strategy in the last season. I'm making Paul George back to a small forward shooting guard so he could go back to his original play style. And these 5 players that you see up top, those are the only people that are going to be playing for me this season. New strategy. Run the starters to the dirt and hope that that is good enough. We've already completed the challenge as far as preventing them from being the worst team in history. They were basically a 500 team last season. You know, they're basically a 500 team. So I think we've been successful. And now we just go out there and get a minutes to these other people. And just like that, the guys are here. Let's go win the championship because nothing else even matters anymore. First month of the season. Will we win a bunch of games? The answer? Yeah. Yeah, we're in the top of our division through the first month of the year, baby. Yes, sir. Don't offer me no trades. Don't offer me no trades, man. Unless you're giving me somebody that can improve Trevor Booker's position, don't offer me no trades. We rolling right now. Don't try to get Chris Paul away from me because he's safe. He's safe, baby. Man, this is looking great right now. We're about to be a playoff team. We're about to be a playoff team. Chris Paul is really the savior of the win 5 games in a row. We ain't never done it before in this franchise's history. I'm exaggerating, but maybe not. I don't really know. Will we get to the end of the season and be a playoff team? It looks like it. Make the playoffs. Oh, you love to see it. 5 games in a row. Win this division. Oh, defensive second team. Oh, NBA first team. We did it all. Russ gets his MVP award early at only the age 25. Eric Maynard decided not to close his mouth on his picture. Mark Jackson is still the coach of the Warriors. And we got All-NBA first team, Chris Paul, man. Okay, we are the 4 seed. We're going against the Washington Wizards in this one. And they changed my rotation. So we did all of that organically. They were giving minutes to dudes that were 49 overall. Stop it, 2K. Don't mess with my rotations, bro. How do I got to tell them not to mess with it. This is the playoffs, man. We ain't got room for a 15-man rotation. Stop playing with us, man. Game 1, we lost. I bet they changed my rotation. Oh, they didn't. Okay, we just lost the right way. Game 2. Yes, sir. Don't lose it. There's no really simcast. We gonna fight back from down 3-1? Nope. Okay, we lost. All right. Well, that was fun. We gave them Grant Hill. Oh, I thought that was Grant Hill. Okay, so I don't feel too bad. Kevin Love ended up on this team. Tyrese Thomas ended up on this team. We gave them DJ Augustine, and they ended up winning the championship. So you could say that they probably finessed us. They won a championship before we did. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to leave it a like, subscribe to the channel if you are new, and I'll be back tomorrow. Come back around the same time because there will be another video. Peace.